So now we'll have to play our instructions here.
May I have your attention, please? All rise. Lawrence County Municipal Court is now in session. The Honorable Donald R. Kepler presiding. All those having business before the court, draw near and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today is June 3rd. Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm Judge Capper. We're going to do some reviews first. So, first we got our guests from Nationwide Children's Hospital here today. So, they're doing a research project that you can participate in and be paid to participate in. It's totally voluntary. You do not have to participate. If you choose to, though, you will be paid, and they'll explain more about that. But I won't know whether you participate or don't. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect your case one way or the other whether you participate. It's totally up to you. You want to introduce yourselves and explain to folks what you're about?
Yeah, thanks, Judge Capper. My name is Kat. This is my colleague Zara. We're from Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus. Like Judge Capper said, we're doing a research study to test a strategy on how to prevent fatal and non-fatal overdoses. We're looking for folks to help us out in our research study by filling out surveys. You'll fill one out today. It'll take about 15 to 20 minutes of your time, and you'll get $25. And the rest of the study is remote. And every survey that you fill out is between $5 and $35, and you have the potential to make up to about $320 if you do the whole thing. It's completely confidential. We're not with law enforcement or the courts, and so anything that you relay to us will not affect you or your case or not be relayed to anybody here. And it's completely voluntary, so you don't have to do it, obviously, but if you're interested, we'll be in the probation area where the glass is if you want to come see if you're eligible. And yeah, and if at any point you want to withdraw from the study, you're also welcome to do that. So we hope to meet some of you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're going to do the reviews now, and then when your name is called, if you're here for a review, come up to the table to your right, stand there. If you don't get called, you think you should have, go check in with the clerk's office to the right out in the lobby. When you go out, go there, tell them, I don't know if why I wasn't called, and I'll check on it and see if you're on the docket today. Call the reviews, please.
Rebecca Blankenship, Trevor Click, Destiny Gerald, Branson Johnson, Crystal McMillan, Ray Meredith.
Rebecca Blankenship. 2486, for CRB 86, Rebecca Blankenship. It's been called for, has not appeared, hasn't really done anything other than, it looks like she did go to OVP and finish there.
I do have a report for her.
Okay,
She did complete the inpatient program, and she was suggested to follow up with outpatient, but she hasn't done that, so.
okay. All right, thank you for the report. So placed in the file would be a warrant issued for not appearing for review and not finishing the other things she was ordered to do. Trevor Quick is case number 23 CRB 677. Community services done, has not paid anything on funds, hasn't appeared, so there'll be a warrant issued. Destiny Gerald, 23,595 is here.
Your Honor, if I may, she turned in 3 hours of community service this morning. She has some more, but it was on a handwritten paper, so I told her that I wasn't accepting it. She'd have to bring it back on something on their letterhead.
Okay.
It does look acceptable, but it was written on handwritten paper.
Yeah,
How are things going?
good. Yeah, last time I told you I was gonna pay, I ended up going to the ATM and didn't have what I thought I did, but I've got money too when I leave now with me.
Okay, and I've texted with Mr. Hatlinger this morning, who says you're doing well.
Yeah.
So I am continuing to check on you. So.
Okay.
Okay, how much are you gonna pay on your fine?
25.
Okay, go see the clerk, and you're still at Hawk and
Yeah.
doing that
Yep.
program? And you're working too, I
Yes.
take it? All right, see the clerk and make your payment, and we'll give you another date for your next meeting. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays?
Mondays are a little better.
July 22nd, that's a Monday. July 22nd will be your next hearing at 9 a.m.
Okay,
Good job.
thank you.
Branson Johnson is at Shawnee 21,795. And we've got a report. That's a good report with what I would say things still to work on. Yeah, agree with that? Okay, and you've got a couple days of community service, I guess we can wait on that. Sure.
Yeah, he's still in inpatient treatment.
Okay. I'm assuming since you know when he'll be finished, so he's got a ways to go, or?
Yeah, he still has to go through our 2.5 transitional before he can go to sober living and start working. So it'll probably be a couple months, maybe a month and a half or so.
I'll make it July 15 for his next hearing. July 15, 9 o'clock.
Thank
Good
you.
job, keep it up, keep working on the things you're working on.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Crystal McMillan, 16,688,
Yes.
and you just have to finish your case up, right?
Do I have a fine? If so, I was gonna pay that off
I'm showing you
today.
still owe $100.
Oh, 100, I'll pay half today. I'll pay 50.
Okay, community service, you still have community service to do.
I'm gonna get on it. I just started a new job and I'm just getting,
Where are you working?
River Run Nursing in Cold Grove.
Okay. Well, you can work here Monday through Saturday at 7:30. You can work on Sundays at the dog pound in Ironton, but you have to make an appointment. You have to schedule it through us. You can't just show up there
On Sundays,
on Sundays.
what time? So, I schedule with him.
You have to schedule with Mr. Cooper because they can't take, it's not one of those just show up. You have to kind of have an appointment to do it.
Okay, because that would be perfect. I always work every Saturday night and it's right there. So like, as soon as I
Okay.
get off, that'd be great.
Talk about it and get something set up.
Okay.
Okay, I've got you down for $50 today, and yours is an old case, so you're going to come in every month. Let's make it July 5th.
Okay.
July 5th is your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Ray Meredith, 2038, Ray Meredith. treated and hasn't appeared, so it'll be a warrant.
Elizabeth Monk, Luke Nance, Stephanie Romans, Travis Salyers, Marisha Short, Stephen Thompson.
Elizabeth Monk is 2167. She is here. Okay, you just have to pay your fine.
Yes,
and-
I made a $30 payment on it, and I got a job, so I'll be able to make like $100 every 2-week payments on it.
Okay, where are you working?
Aging in place with the home health care?
And you made the payment online or what?
Yes. I got the number, I screenshotted it.
I'll take your word. I'll know next week, next month. July 5th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock. Once it's paid, you can, what kind of? Luke Nance. Luke Nance is 23-230 and 20-22-16. Hasn't appeared. Actually, this should have been on the sentencing. I'm going to issue a warrant and notify Mr. Sowers because he had a bond up for him.
You know, I spoke to Mr. Sowers earlier, he'll be here today.
Okay. Must have left my phone. Let me see if my phone's on my desk. Because I usually screenshot him, a picture of his bond. That lets him know this person didn't show up. So I'll issue a warrant for failure to appear. Thank you. And I'll set the bond forfeiture hearing. Let's make it July 1st. July 1st for a bond forfeiture. Stephanie Romans is here. 7/10/30/10. Bethesda.
Your Honor, I'm not sure when the last time she was in court, but she's transitioned from residential to sober living as well.
Okay. Yeah, she was here not that long ago. First of May. I
May
think it was
was,
1st of May.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you finished everything on your case except your treatment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a couple months without having to come in, but I want you to continue. I think you know what you need to do right now.
I mean,
to stay clean.
yeah,
So I'm going to finish your case up the next time if there's a good report,
okay,
and you won't have to come back anymore.
okay,
We'll make it 2 months out.
all right,
So that's going to be, let's make it August 2nd.
okay.
Okay, good luck. August 2nd, 9 o'clock, so next hearing. Travis Salyers is here, 22-418. So I think we're down to one last file. You got community service and fines to pay.
Yes. I ain't been able to do much for the past month. I was in an accident.
Okay.
And he is still compliant with OVP, Your Honor.
Okay, well, continue with that. When do you think you'll be able to do community service?
Soon, within this month.
Okay. I see, is it something with your arm or what happened?
Yeah, it's ace bandage. I got road rash pretty bad.
Motorcycle or what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set your next hearing for July the 8th,
All right.
9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The rest is short. 22, 623, 624, 22, 24, 94. Okay, it's I would say a good report.
Yeah, she's been doing well, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with you that I did with Ms. Romans. I'll set it out 2 months. If you get another good report, then you'll be finished. You won't have to come back anymore. Okay? You got to be able to do this on, without me looking over your shoulder. Hopefully you learn how to do that over time. Okay, August 2nd, your next hearing. We'll finish it up then if you get a good report. No further hearings.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Stephen Thompson, 22-617, 22-2476, 19-235. I think all we have is pay fines, I believe. Yeah, you only owe $139, that's it, and you'll be done. Can you pay that or any time?
I can probably pay it by next week.
Okay, I'll give you another hearing date. If you pay it, you don't have to come back, because that's all you got left.
Okay.
So, we'll make it July 5th. July 5th, and you don't have to be here if you paid off your outstanding balance.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Rainey Tommy, case number CRV 24191 and CRV 244.
All right, Rainey is here with Marcus Old Baby, so I'm going to come down Old Baby too.
We're fighting over.
Ron, I didn't think you'd be here today, so. Yep. Okay. I thought you were going to the conference. Maybe you confused.
Yeah, you better go look at her. Oh.
And I can call it right now.
Randy, you need to come over and get the picture.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Put our picture babies.
Stop crying with the judge.
Pretty cool view. I want a copy of that picture, by the way.
Okay. We'll send it to Ryan.
All right.
Got his text number. It's a good report. Try not to get emotional. We deal with a lot of failure here when you deal with all the issues we have, but every once in a while you get a success story.
Yeah.
You are a success story.
Thanks.
So far. So you've had that in so
Well,
far.
I mean,
You
if
gotta
it
keep
wasn't for
working
this
at
courthouse, I probably wouldn't have made it this far, so
Yeah.
I see it and I appreciate it.
It's a remarkable turnaround from when first time I saw it. So you got so much to live for, and you've done really good. And I just want to encourage you. You encourage me. You know, as I've told other people, your success keeps me going, because there's times when I think, why keep doing this if there's just all you have to deal with is failure? There is a lot of failure. A lot of people, it's tough. Fentanyl is tough. It's hard to get over, and a lot of people can't. But people that do and are successful, it encourages me to keep trying, keep working at it, and thank you for your efforts you're putting in.
I appreciate that.
And Ryan, to the counseling center, thank you for all the help you've given too. So, Margaret, thank you for being here. For babies.
I wouldn't miss this for nothing.
So, let's keep going. And Dad what's the plan with Dad? I know he's still there. Is he going to be able, we're going to get the family unit back together, or how's that going to work out?
That's the plan.
All right, so, let's set your next hearing for July the 8th.
Yes, sir.
See you then.
Alright.
Thank you for, and I'm sorry, I should have asked before, what's your baby's name?
Courageous.
Courageous, okay, how appropriate.
Yeah. Baby Courageous.
All right, thank you for bringing her,
Absolutely.
and thank you for doing what you need to do. Keep at it.
All right.
Keep working. We'll see
Thank
you on
you.
July the 8th.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Haberlin, case number TRD 23418, PRC 191630, A, B, and C. Christopher Haberlin.
This is Mr. DeWaters' case. He's not here, do you want to recall it, or?
Your Honor, he is not here, so I don't know that I expect him to be here. He apparently called the office this morning and indicated that he had some sort of a car issue. I don't know. Here's what's going on with the case, just so you're aware. We were trying to delay this to allow him to get his license reinstated. To do that, he had to do a 72-hour driver intervention program. He told my office this morning, I don't have confirmation of this, but he told my office this morning that he had his reservation made, but that he had not yet done the program. Again, I don't know if any of that's true. That's just what the office conveyed to me this morning. So I don't know if you'd allow me to continue the case or not.
What's the state's position?
So the charge is a failure to reinstate his license from over a year ago. And apparently he has to do the 3-day school in order to be able to get his license back. Is that the?
That's what I'm told.
So we don't have a problem with continuing again, and
Let's go maybe a month out to give him another opportunity, because these usually are monthly programs.
Okay. I don't know the
At least
dates.
he didn't appear by teleconference while he was driving his car. Did you see that?
Yeah, really.
The local program is usually around the first of the month, so.
So I talked to them, but I think, for some reason, I believe that he signed up in Gallia County. He may have signed up before he knew there was a local program. The local program doesn't have another one until the weekend of July 18th.
Okay. I'm all right if you want to come back after that.
If you don't have a problem with it, that's fine with me. 22nd or 29th.
Well, if it's a weekend program, it may still be tied up on the 22nd.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
How about the 26th or 29th?
Either one.
All right, and he will have to appear then, or there will be a warrant issued. So
Okay.
You said 26.
Okay.
26? All right, July 26th, at the defendant's request, at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jet Porter, case number TRC 231143, A and B.
It's Mr. DeWaters' case for pretrial.
Your Honor, I have discussed with Mr. Heald this case repeatedly. We also, you may recall, have had pretrial discussions with the court on this matter. I think we finally got to a point where we can get it resolved. Mr. Heald wants Mr. Porter, however, prior to resolving it, to volunteer.
I wanted to look at what you gave me first before I agreed to do that.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Porter got an expert opinion and has given to me not only that expert opinion, but also some medical records to back up their position on it. And I would like an opportunity to review it.
Okay.
And it may have merit, it may not, as far as I'm concerned, but, so I'd like to be able to do that and come back at a later date.
Yeah, we don't have any objection to that.
What kind of time frame then are we looking at to get that done and come back?
It won't take long, Your Honor.
So in June sometime.
That's, Mr. DeLauder's recommending that his client go ahead and do the 3-day driving school as part of maybe a resolution to this. And I guess the next one's not till July 18th, so.
You want to come back after that?
We would be okay with that.
All right, you know, be the same day we set the other case, was that the 26th, July
Okay.
26th? All right, at defendant's request, case is continued to July 26th for a pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Robert Woodard, case number CRB 24127.
Mr. DeWaters' case.
I believe at the last pretrial, Your Honor, we stated on the record that we would be agreeable to dismiss the case if Mr. Woodard obtained an alcohol assessment, which he did. However, there's some, he was assessed as mild alcohol use disorder, so they want him to do a few counseling sessions before they dismiss. Mr. Woodard's fine with that, but that also requires some additional time. We don't know for sure yet. His assessment was done by One Stop, but I don't know where he'll go for the counseling.
Okay.
He hasn't started it yet.
You want to use that same day to come back then?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
About a month and a half.
Okay.
Be back.
We should be able to be completed by then.
July 26th for the next hearing at the defendant's request, pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Joshua T. Davis, case number CRB 2471.
Mr. DeWaters' case. Set for pretrial.
Yes, it is, Your Honor. I believe this is a case where the complaining, actually, this is the complaining party too, has indicated disinterest in pursuing this. I know that it had been continued at some point in the past prior to me representing Mr. Davis, and I know that since then, Mr. Davis was able to complete anger management counseling with Cabell Huntington Hospital. I provided those records to Mr. Heald this morning. That assessor, he attended at least 6 sessions with them. May I approach? I'll share that with the board.
Yeah. How's the state want to proceed?
Well, we wanted him to receive that anger management counseling, and this letter indicates that he has done what was recommended of him. So we don't have a problem today, particularly because the alleged victim, Ms. Davis, she wants the charges dismissed, apparently. So we would ask for the payment of court costs.
We don't have any objection to that, Judge.
Okay, it'd be dismissed on payment of costs, and he can do that today.
Yes, we'll do it today.
All right, see you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Zachary R. DeMint, CRB 23101, CRB 22553, CRB 22506, CRD 222057, A, B, and C. Zachary DeMint.
This is Mr. Thompson's case, set for pre-trial.
How you doing?
Excellent report. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Thompson,
Yes, sir.
how do you want to go forward?
Well, I don't know what the prosecution wants to go ahead.
This is a review matter.
It was. So he's already got convictions on all cases. So he's got an excellent report. And are you working now also? Is it? Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing general outpatient after I finish 2-5. But I'm gonna try to get my own apartment and stuff up in Portsmouth, so I'm gonna work with that. I got the money saved up to do that, so I'm gonna stay with Shawnee.
Okay.
Should we continue at another round?
I think so.
Good.
Let's go to the end of July. July 29th, that's a Monday.
Yes, thank you.
July 29th, next hearing. Good job, Mr. Bennett.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Lisa Dillon, case number CRB 24261. Your Honor, I believe there's a companion case. State of Ohio versus Jack Dillon, case number CRB 24260.
Mr. Thompson represents Lisa Dillon. I don't have an attorney listed for Jack Dillon. Mr. Dillon, do you have a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are cross-filing domestic violence charges. So I guess we need to know what the state's position is on those.
Well, when we were here previously, I believe they both obtained a protection order, so I don't know whether they still have that idea in mind. Ordinarily, in a situation like this, as long as they're going to stay apart from each other, we would maybe recommend a solution to this being that if they didn't have any problems over the course of the next 3 months, that we could come back and dismiss the charges at a later date if both of them are agreeable with that.
I don't want to dismiss the charges if I can't go back.
Okay. Well, we just need to set it for a trial then. Are you going to represent yourself, sir?
No, I'll get a lawyer.
Okay.
It'll take a little bit because I'm paying bills and stuff, but I'll get it one as soon as.
Well, if you're going to get a lawyer, I would suggest we come back for another pretrial so we can hear from your lawyer before we set it for a trial.
Yes, sir.
How much time do you think it's going to take for you to get a lawyer?
I'll probably get my bonus like at the end of July. That would be enough to get my bonus.
Mr. Thompson?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that this gentleman understands what the offer is.
I understand.
Okay.
No, I get it.
Okay.
The charges we could drop, but I wouldn't be able to go back to my house. I'm good for it. We'll go to trial.
Well, okay, so you all were residing in the same home?
No,
We were, yes.
But you're not now.
No.
we weren't. He was living at my sister's in January. He moved in January there. And I have proof if you need it. She'll even testify that he moved in January.
Well, I mean, it seems like the, are you all married?
In the process of getting a divorce.
And the issue of who's going to live in the house is going to be resolved in the divorce?
Yes, I don't care if he wants a house, I'll give it to him in the divorce. He can buy me out, that's fine. But right now, I'm staying there. I'll move out if he wants to move in. I just,
Do you have a lawyer in the divorce proceeding?
I'm waiting, I've been talking to legal aid.
Okay. All right, well, it sounds like there's still issues out there that need resolved. Let's come back in July and see where things are. And I'll set it for July 22nd for the next hearing. That's a Monday. Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Brian Crawford, case number CRB 24330. Your Honor, that's an arraignment.
Brian Crawford?
Brian Crawford.
All right, sir, you're Brian Crawford?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Crawford, have you received a copy of the charge? The theft attempt? Yeah, that's
This way you're saying, yeah.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, it's all on the record. It can be used against you, what you say. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
I believe so, yes.
You're charged with a theft offense from the Walmart in South Point, that's in Fayette Township here in Lawrence County. It's alleged this happened on June 1st, that you tried to exert control over property belonging to Walmart without their consent. That's theft. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand that charge?
I believe so, yes.
How do you wish to plead to the charge?
I haven't had time to speak to counsel or anybody like I'd really
Okay, I'll enter a not guilty plea then. You want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Well, like I said, I haven't had time to speak to anybody, and no offense, I'd like to object to entering in a plea like I haven't.
Well, you have to enter a plea to a misdemeanor, so I'm just going to enter a not guilty plea for you since you said you want to talk to a lawyer. Do you want me, I can appoint you a lawyer if you meet the financial criteria. I have to ask you about your income if you want a court-appointed lawyer. If you don't want me to ask you about that, you can hire your own lawyer, and I don't have to ask any questions about your income.
I'd like to see about getting my own lawyer, and then if I can't work it out, could I call back in a few days or something and see about an appointed lawyer?
That's fine. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. And I'll set your next hearing. It'll be a pretrial. Probably June 17th. Let me look at the calendar. Yeah, let's make it June 17th. It's going to be your next hearing.
You say June 17th, Your Honor?
Yes, sir, June 17th at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., June 17th. It's your next hearing. You have a bond that you posted with the bail bondsman, so that's continued. Do you have any questions, sir?
I don't believe so, no, sir.
Be back here June 17th, 10 a.m. unless you're a lawyer. You hire, excuse me, if you hire a lawyer and said they made a different date for you to come back the date they tell you.
Okay.
Okay. June 17th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right now is the next hearing date. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus William B. Baker, case number CRB 24-332.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, sir, and you're William Baker.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baker, it's alleged, Walmart theft offense, alleged this happened in Fayette Township at the Walmart. On June 2nd, that you purposely tried to defraud Walmart of property without their consent. So theft offense, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
I'll give it to you, sir.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
Or you're going to hire a lawyer, or you're going to represent yourself?
I'll try to see if I can get a court appointed.
Okay. I have to ask you about your income then. Do you have any income?
I'm on disability currently.
That's your only income?
Through a long-term policy through my work program, yes, sir.
I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, he's on the docket here.
Yeah, I'm going to address that.
Okay.
It is on the docket for 24-280 was a extradition to Kentucky, Lawrence County, Kentucky, District Court. Now, I have been informed that it was a felony over there. They took it to the grand jury, and they did not return a indictment.
No bill,
So,
okay.
that case will be dismissed.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
We'll stick with what we got here. It'll be the only matter before the court. Since he has a bond up, so his bond is continued on this,
We'll step
offense.
We'll step outside.
Looking at the 17th of June or thereafter for hearings, Mr. Shrek.
Anytime after that, Your Honor.
Let's do June 17th.
June 17th.
June 17th, pretrial, 10 a.m. 24-280 is dismissed.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Corey Thomas. Case number CRB 23-219, CRB 22-191, CRB 21-925.
All right, this is Mr. Waters' case.
Judge, this is going to be a little bit confusing probably because you've got a bunch of files in front of you. Here's what's pending before the court, two separate applications. There's one conviction in case number 16 CRB 450. That was a conviction of misdemeanor theft. The date of the conviction was June 17th, 2016. And that's the only conviction on Mr. Thomas's record. So we filed an application to have that sealed. I presented you with a proposed entry in that regard. All of the other matters are charges that were filed and dismissed. So we've filed a separate application because that's a different code section to seal the record of arrest in those cases.
All right, and the state is in agreement with
Yes,
these
sir.
applications. All right, I'll approve your entries.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I approach?
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Laura Nicola, case number 24 CRB 286.
Looks like a bond forfeiture for Mr. Sowers. Case number 24-286.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Apparently, Miss Nicola, I believe, is in the custody of ICE now.
Okay.
And the sheriff's office gave me this printout that I'll present to the court that they'd entered the warrant in the NCIC and ICE responded that she was deemed a threat to national security and that she's in the process of being deported.
All right, under those circumstances, I'd be willing to release Mr. Sowers from the bond. Does the state have any objection to that?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll release the bond.
Your Honor, would you like this for the file or anything?
Yeah, if you could bring it
Approve.
out. Our copies, if you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
She's from Romania, so I think
I remember that.
they're sending her back to Romania.
Am I misremembering, or hasn't that happened before and she still came back, or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Okay,
We've had at least one like that recently. It may have been her.
okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Sowers.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brian K. Anderson, case number CRB 2437. Brian Anderson.
Your Honor, this was a 90-day dismissal with payment of costs, and I believe
Costs have been paid.
and he didn't have to appear if costs were paid.
State's in agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Colleen L. Bryant, case number CRB 23657.
Colleen's at hometown, Your Honor.
About to go to outpatient, looks like. Very good.
Good.
Good report. What's the plan there? What's your plan with outpatient?
We haven't really went over it yet, so I'm going home tomorrow, Wednesday. So,
Where is that? Where is home?
Scotttown, my parents.
Okay. It's a good place to be from.
Yeah, my kids are there, so.
Never lived there myself, but that's where all my people are from. Scotttown. Capper's Ridge, there's actually a Capper's Ridge, it's really close to, it's out there, it's a dirt road, gravel road. So, okay, well, I think we, how's the state going to proceed on this? I mean, she's finishing up inpatient, and got good reports.
And that's what we had discussed with the alleged victim in this matter, who I believe is Ms. Bryant's father, who lives in Scotttown, and that's what he wanted, was her to do better. I don't know whether she's moving out there with him or not, but
Yeah.
We don't have any bad reports. And so if the court believes it's time for the case to be dismissed, we can concur with that.
Okay, I think it can be appropriate at this point. Trust you got things on the right path, and we're going to keep them there. So good job.
Thank you.
The case will be dismissed now.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
But I think you should continue working on your sobriety. Don't think this is like, okay, I can go back to living the way I used to.
No.
You got to keep on the path you're on.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Melinda Fuller, case number CRB 21753. Melinda Fuller.
Belinda Fuller, who was supposed to have hometown also.
I think she left. Is my
Did she leave? Okay.
So I will issue a warrant for her for, I'm assuming you haven't heard anything. Mr.
I have not, Your Honor.
Shame, because she, I thought, was doing well. Be a benchmark for failure to appear.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Alexander Jones, case number CRB 24279.
Mr. Stratton's case.
Your Honor, I don't believe we have a resolution of this, so we'll probably just set it for a bench trial.
How much time do you need to get witnesses subpoenaed and so forth?
Shouldn't take too long, Your Honor. It's just the alleged victim. There's no other witnesses for the state.
What's the state's request as far as the trial date?
I would say no more than 2 or 3 weeks.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Well, we've already got a trial set for the 24th. I could do the 17th, that's just 2 weeks, or we could go into July.
Could we go in July, Your Honor?
July?
Yeah.
Well, the first is out, it's a pretty crowded docket.
Yes.
July 12th
12th would be fine.
at noon.
At noon.
July 12th at noon for a trial.
Yep, right away. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus James A. Kelly Jr., case number CRB 24152, A and B.
Your Honor, I didn't. Oh, here he is.
Yes, thank you.
Your Honor, this was a case where we had a prior pretrial. You mentioned if the victim must appear.
Yes. It's my notes also.
Your Honor, I spoke with the alleged victim for about an hour on the phone last night. She does intend to be here. I told her 11 o'clock, just because I know how things generally go. So
All right,
I
I'll
intend...
recall it, it's 10:20 now, recall it at 11, since she's here.
All right.
State of Ohio versus Jaron Bailey, case number CRB 24207. That's Mr. Morford's case, Your Honor.
This is Mr. Morford's case. Mr. Morford.
I'm gonna have to double check on his outpatient because I looked at his chart and I didn't see anything in there that he's telling me that he is attending his outpatient. So I'm gonna have to call over and get that straightened out.
All right, so he can get us a report today? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll recall this to get a report from OET.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy Boyle, case number CRB 2447, CRB 2446.
It's upon the payment of court costs, yes.
Mr. Morford's case, my notes on this was that it was a 90-day case with court costs.
That's my recollection, Judge. He does have court costs today. No further incidents.
We have not, we actually just spoke with the alleged victim just the other day, and he says that have been no further problems.
Can you pay the cost of that?
Yes, sir.
All right, see the clerk, case will be dismissed on payment of costs.
All right. Thank you. Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Kaplan, case number CRB 23589, A and B.
This is Mr. Morford's case after pretrial.
Thank you.
Okay, screens are negative. Okay, good.
Continue on, Judge.
Yes. Okay, looks like we're headed where we need to go, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. July 12th, next hearing. let Mr. Morford check.
I'm getting there, Judge. I'm here then. I'm here then, Judge.
I think she has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have an interview on June 4th. Just wanted to let you know that.
For a job? Great. Where's that gonna be?
Either McDonald's or Suntan City or something like that.
Okay.
I applied for both of them.
All right, well, it's good to have options, so hopefully they'll both offer you a job and you get to pick.
Yes, sir.
Or do both, I don't know, are they both part-time or?
I think it's part-time.
Okay. Well, that's the next step, is to get a job. I think you're proceeding as you should. So, good job.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you on July the 12th. Hopefully we'll get another good report.
Yes, sir.
Okay. July 12th for pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we have some hearings to do at the jail by teleconference, and we're going to start those now.
State of Ohio versus Stephen M. Atkins, case number CRB 24331. And Amy Nicole Brotherton is on deck.
Stephen Atkins, is that you, sir? Mr. Atkins, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court, which is located in Chesapeake, Ohio. We are doing what's called an arraignment hearing for you. In this court, you're appearing in the court on a monitor that's being recorded. So your image and what you say is all being recorded. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent if you want to. If you do make statements, what you say is all on the record. It could be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have a lawyer, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand these things? You're charged with a theft offense at the Walmart in South Point, which is in Fayette Township here in Lawrence County. So as this happened May 31st, that you tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
No.
How do you plead to the charge?
I opened a package, trying to see if I was interested, Judge, but I didn't steal anything.
Okay, I'll take that as a not guilty plea. Do you want me to consider you for a court-appointed lawyer?
Do I want you to?
Yes. Are you working? Do you have a job?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Smith, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Atkins.
Yes, sir.
Roger Smith, he's in the courtroom. He's been here during the arraignment, so he heard the allegations against you. He's going to be your lawyer. I'm entering a not guilty plea for Mr. Atkins. He's got a Russell, Kentucky address. Is that right? Is that your address, sir?
Yes.
1765 Christopher Drive?
Yes.
What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Atkins?
The report mentions that he had an ankle monitor on, so I don't know where that comes from.
Wow. Did you have an ankle monitor at the time this occurred, sir?
Yes, sir.
What court was that at? Or I'm assuming, was it from a court?
Yeah.
What court? Was that a Kentucky court?
Your Honor, I believe I may represent him in common pleas court.
Okay.
Do you have a case in front of Judge Finley?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm representing him in common pleas.
All right, well, I'm assuming there may be a holder on that then.
Well, he was on an ankle monitor, I believe, so I don't think there probably is a holder at this point.
Yes, Your Honor, he does have a common police officer.
Okay, so they placed one on him.
So then what's the state's position on the bond for this case?
Well, since there's a holder on him from Common Pleas and he's wearing an ankle monitor, I guess we're okay with no R bond.
And he's back in front of Judge Finley on the 12th.
Okay, so we probably should come back after that.
I can do well, I can do any time in
Why
June,
don't we,
Judge.
wouldn't it make more sense to have Mr. Steyer?
I was just thinking that, I don't mind if he just has one lawyer, it might be easier.
Sorry.
Mr. Steyer?
I'm still here, hang on.
All right, Mr. Atkins, I'm going to put Mr. Steyer on the case since he's representing you in common pleas. Be good if he knew both cases, what's going on. So he'll be your lawyer here. Just so that this case doesn't hold you up, right now you're not going to get out because of the common pleas issue. I'll enter a $1,000 signature bond. And it sounds like he's going to be back in common pleas, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. So you want to come here on the 14th, Mr. Steyer? Are you available then?
Let me make certain of that. I think I am, but yeah, I'm already on the docket.
Okay, I'm setting your case here. Do you know where the court is in Chesapeake?
Me?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Do you know where Chesapeake is?
I'll find it.
Okay, Lawrence County Municipal Court. It's on County Road 1 in Chesapeake. Do you know where the downtown Huntington Bridge is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's about 1.5 miles from that back toward Ashland on Old 52, County Road 1, not on New 52. So if you get out of jail, then you have to get yourself here for the next hearing on June the 14th. If common police still has you in jail, I'll see you like this on teleconference on June 14th.
Okay.
Any questions, Mr. Atkins?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Amy Nicole Brotherton, case number CRB 14302, CRB 13904. Donald Denny II is on deck.
Ma'am, are you Amy Brotherton?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'm Judge Kapler at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. And Ms. Brotherton, it's alleged that there's 2 warrants issued for you. Old case is 14302 was a theft offense. It's alleged you got a conviction on that for theft from Walmart back in 2014. Had some community service and fines to pay, and a review hearing on October the 10th, October 10th, 2014. And you had a falsification conviction in October 2013, also a review hearing on that one for April of 2014. So as you did show up for either of those, got warrants. If you're found guilty of not appearing, you can get the sentence that was imposed or even what was suspended, reimposed. You have a right to have a lawyer, have one appointed if you can't afford one. You understand these charges against you, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the charges that you failed to appear for your review hearings?
I mean, I'm assuming I didn't appear because I was a different person back then. I was strung out, I was a thief, I was crazy. In 2016, I was arrested in Cabell County and sentenced to Cabell County Drug Court. I got out in 2017 on Cabell County Drug Court. I completed drug court in 2020, and while I was in drug court, I worked with my probation officer to try to make sure that I taken care of any outstanding warrants or anything. I had one in South Carolina that we got taken care of, but it hasn't showed up over here. Had I known I had an outstanding warrant over here, I would have had that taken care of already. I've been clean for almost 7 years. I've had the same job in the same place of residence for 6 years. I got custody of my children back. I have a foster daughter now. I'm not the same person that I was back then.
Where do you live now, ma'am?
I live in Huntington,
What's the address?
523 5th Street, Huntington, West Virginia, 25701.
How did you get picked up on this warrant?
I had just bought a car, left the car lot, and I missed that light by the Dairy Bell. Ran right through it, and he pulled me over, and went from there.
And when did that happen?
That happened Friday.
So you've been in jail this weekend?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one of your orders was that he complete a rehab program at Crestera that you said then that you were enrolled in. So, what, does the state take any position on this?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, you had some community service and fines to pay, and you were ordered to complete treatment. Can you give me some records showing you did complete, even something from the drug court in Capital County showing you completed that? I'll accept that as completion of.
I mean, I don't have anything on me, but I can get a certificate of completion from the drug court, I'm sure.
Okay.
My probation officer is Matt Meadows. I just went to see him Thursday just to say hi.
All right, I'm going to release you. I'll give you, I'll release you and just find you in contempt for not coming to court previously and sentence you to time served. I'm going to give you another review hearing. So what you need to do is get me the proof that you completed drug court and, pay on your fines and do your community service. You had 5 days of community service you were ordered to do. You never did, according to the record.
Okay.
So I'll set your next hearing in July. I'll make it July the 12th. So that's the second Friday in July. So 4th of July is on Thursday, then there's Friday the 5th, and a week from then. Weekend after the 4th of July, you gotta come to court on July the 12th.
How many hours of community service?
5 days, 30 hours of community service.
30 hours, okay.
And we have a website, and we actually, nobody uses phones anymore, but we still have phones here. So if you have questions, you can call the clerk and ask them questions, or you got access to a computer, you can go online, put your name in on a record check, and it's going to show up. Your name's in there and what you need to do.
Thank you.
Okay, so you'll get released later today after we process the paperwork. We'll send the release down unless you got a hold from another court.
Hopefully not.
Okay. All right, take care of this, and then you can quit worrying about the warrants. I'll withdraw the warrant that had been issued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Donald L. Denny II. Case number CRA 24335, CRB 24336.
Sir, are you Donald L. Denny II?
Right.
Mr. Denny, I'm Judge Kapler at Orange County Municipal Court in Chesapeake, Ohio. This is where your arraignment is taking place in the courtroom. You're appearing in the courtroom on a monitor, and your image and audio is all being recorded. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but what you do say is on the record. It can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have a lawyer, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state prove the charges filed against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand these things, sir?
I do.
Okay, I'm going to go over the charges with you. The most serious is CRA 24335. It's a felonious assault charge. It alleges that on June the 1st, you knowingly caused or tried to cause serious physical harm to Michael David Harr, H-A-R-R. That's a second-degree felony. The maximum penalty is 8 years in jail and a $15,000 fine. You got a misdemeanor charge too, 24336. It alleges that at Fayette Township on June 1st, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Brendan Rude. That's a misdemeanor assault, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand these two charges, sir?
I do.
And you've already said you understood the rights you have.
Excuse me?
You do understand the rights you have as a defendant.
I do.
You have the money to hire a lawyer.
No.
You have a job.
I was at a rehab place.
So you haven't been working for a while?
No, sir, I haven't.
All right. Mr. Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you. And I've got an address of South Point for you, Private Drive 1693, is that the right address?
I'm not sure what that address was. I was only there for like 2 weeks.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
Canton, Ohio.
What's the state's position on bond?
Your Honor, this did happen at one of the local treatment facilities, and there were 2 residents there
Okay.
who were assaulted, and quite seriously on the one that's a felonious assault.
This is at RRS, I think?
Yes, sir. Orbital socket fractured from the assault. So we consider it very serious. Our request would be for a $25,000 cash or surety bond.
I'll set bond at $25,000, cash or surety.
We're also going to ask for protection orders.
Okay, I'm ordering you not to go around, what's the name of the, I think I've got it here.
David Harr,
David Harr.
Harr, and Brendan Rood, Rood.
All right, David Harr is Harr. That would be a word to stay away from. Brendan Rood, Brendon, Rood, R-R-R-Z-O-O-D, Rood, R-O-O-D. I'm assuming he came in on the 1st, so that was Saturday. So we could do the preliminary on the 10th.
That's fine with me, Judge.
June the 10th will be the preliminary hearing at 10 o'clock. Well, he's probably not going to be getting out.
Your Honor, I believe
Okay.
adult parole authority has a holder also.
Oh, he's already got a holder from parole.
Scratch that then, Judge. I'll call him at the jail.
Your lawyer's going to call down and talk to you, Mr. Denning. Mr.
I'm probably going to proceed to trial because.
Sir, don't discuss the case.
Yeah, wait and talk to your lawyer. What you say in open court can be used against you. What you tell him is privileged.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes us at the jail, so we're back to cases here in court.
State of Ohio recalls James A. Kelly Jr., case number CRB 24152, A and B.
Your Honor, may we approach for a second?
Yes. if that's already scheduled for a jury, so that date's. Okay. So, yeah, that's a Friday, so we can do another, you want to pick a date now? We'll pick a date. Is there any discovery?
It's not more common.
So 17th or after. Well, there's a request for a jury trial here, but I think there's still some discovery issues that need to be resolved and make sure we know the witnesses and so forth that are going to be called, so there's no surprises before we set the jury trial.
And it appears that that jury trial will be probably sometime in August, most likely.
Could be.
August or September, not in July.
I mean, we could set one. We've got one set for the 19th, so to keep it in July, it'd have to be the next week or before the 19th.
Well, for a pre-trial, not for a jury trial, Your Honor. Jury trial would have to be in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want you want about a month before the next pre-trial, then? Is that, am I reading that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. July the 8th?
July the 8th, yes.
Okay. July the 8th is the next pre-trial. Anybody's welcome to attend. The complaining party does not necessarily have to be here for that unless the prosecutor wants her to be here. You're welcome to be here. My anticipation is I will set a trial date then.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some discovery issues.
Yeah, the state has mentioned that they
Might have additional
witnesses that they haven't provided or the names of yet, so we would like to know what those are.
Okay. July the 8th will be the next hearing.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Sharon Bailey, case number CRB 24207.
And we were recalling this to get a report from OVP.
Yes, Your Honor, they did confirm that he is attending his appointments and he is compliant. He last attended on Friday, so
All right, very
good
good.
report.
So I think it's, one of the things we discussed, I think, was treatment in lieu of a conviction, but I think we're a little early for that. So I would like to see a little more history of his successful treatment before we get to that point. About toward the end of July for his next hearing. July 22nd or 26th?
Either way.
Judge, I'm here both days.
22nd, July 22nd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Elijah Thunder Lewis, case number CRB 24333.
This is for arraignment, Elijah Lewis. Elijah Lewis. I'm not showing service. The citation that's in the file had a date of May 7th at 9 a.m., which would have been a Tuesday. So I'm going to pass this for service. There's no proof of service for today's date. And the defendant has an out-of-state address.
State of Ohio versus Tammy Thompson, case number CRA 24334.
And you're Tammy Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson, it's alleged that on June the 1st, 2024, Rome Township only caused or tried to cause physical harm to William Mann, who's either a member of your family or lives in your household. So you're charged with domestic violence. And the state's alleging you have a prior conviction for domestic violence, so that makes this a felony of the 4th degree. Maximum penalty, 18 months in jail, $5,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
You understand your rights?
Yes.
You have the money to hire a lawyer?
No.
You have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work at Food Fair in the deli.
How much are you paid?
$10.45.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. I'll appoint Mr. Smith. She has a bond up, so I'll continue it. Is there a protection order requested?
Yes, sure.
Is it any problem for you to stay away from William Mann?
I live there. There's no problem staying away from, but we live together. All of my stuff's there. I literally I've had the same clothes all weekend.
Okay. So you haven't been there since this happened?
No, but he is bothered. He's coming around my job, and he was just at my job this morning, sitting there, and he followed me all day yesterday, so, just to let you know that.
Is there a problem with him, or is it just her?
It's just her. And I'm looking to make sure, I see that we have a phone number for him. We could try to reach him.
Okay, why don't you all talk, or let them call him, he may not want a protection order, doesn't sound like he does. So, we'll recall this on the issue of bond.
Thank you, Judge.
And protection order.
State of Ohio versus Crystal Gonzon, case number CRB 23604.
Well, I took the ankle monitor off and slept. So I wish you a warrant for her arrest.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's see, I think she may have a bond up, let's check.
I think you're right. We had a little difficulty early on. Maybe.
The last thing you said it was a $2,000 bond, but I don't think that was changed.
Yeah, Mr. Sowards was released from bond on January 5th.
Okay. All right, so bench warrant will issue for failure to appear. Yeah, January 5th, I did change it to an OR.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Wilson, case number CRB 24-172 A and B.
Mr. Morford's case, second for you.
So we're looking to be from residential services for the next couple of weeks. He's a fantastic client. And like if he's not court ordered to do so for a living, we can't make him do it with us. But if he wanted to do like intensive outpatient services in Ironton closer to his home, we would be okay with that. The judge is okay with that. We've had no problem with him. None. He has been as normalized as he gave us.
Did remove Stephen's ankle monitor and he stayed.
Right.
Good job.
Good decision.
Stephen has been an exceptional client for us. We've never had any problems out of him.
Excellent report.
Thank you.
What's the plan going forward?
Sir, what I actually came here to ask today is I got proof that me and my wife own my own home. I got a 70-year-old dad that I'm responsible for. He's got dementia. He's at our home. The client within question, they moved to Lexington. It's the ones that we let move in, and that was the issue. They moved to Lexington. I would like to go back to outpatient at the Wellness Center because I have a lot of Kentucky work service. I've been on paper there for 3 years now, which I've been clean off drugs, which was admitted. And I come today to ask to get back home and continue outpatient with him and sign over where you get letters and stuff to them and continue here.
Mr. Hill?
It would be a big relief with my father.
Mr. Wilson, you've made tremendous progress. And I know a lot of this stuff's on your mind, stuff that you feel like you have an obligation to help your dad and you want to try to get back to normal life. I don't want to see things go the wrong way.
I understand.
And who else is taking care of your dad?
My wife does, but she works full time, so we're paying neighbors and we're doing whatever to go down to the house. You know, she's got to work. I quit my job to take care of him. And then this situation come on.
And I remember you from before being in pretty bad shape.
And my dad used to bring me in here to court.
Yes, I know.
Now I take care of him.
I know, I understand that.
Yeah.
And I think, Your Honor, Mr. Wilson's feelings about this are very sincere, but at the same time, he's got a foothold now. I mean, we just really just started this back in the beginning of April. We don't want to see him go the wrong way.
I understand that, but I'm not arguing. Actually, sir, I started this 3 years ago with severe drug addiction that I got over. I was just drinking and got into it with my brother-in-law. I'm not justifying it as in I was in the right, but it's the situation.
How long did you say you've been clean?
3 years now. Going on 3 years.
Okay, well, I'm willing to give you a shot at outpatient for 2 weeks. So where can he go for outpatient?
He,
in Ironton, it's up to you, whatever place you work with. He's not wanting to stay in Portsmouth because it's so far away from everything he knows, so Shawnee wouldn't be a, option for him.
You live in Willowwood?
Yes, sir, but I traveled to Kentucky. I had myself an outpatient before with the Wellness Center, King's Daughters. Before this even come about on my own. I would like to continue back with them. They help with my work and having to do work service for Kentucky.
Okay.
They're on the way home.
Let's try that. Can you get me a report from them in 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna allow him to go to outpatient with the wellness center till June 17th. I need you to appear with a report that you're doing well, and we'll go from there.
Thank you very much, sir.
Your Honor, are you wanting him to complete services today?
Well, we're going to transition to outpatient, so
Okay, I think they were gonna complete him anyways early next week, from 3-5 and 2-5 with a certificate, but it's up to you. If you want him completed today, we can do that.
well, that's up to you all. I'm going to give him a shot at outpatient,
Okay.
see how he does. If you want to give him a certificate, that's fine. I'm still ordering it to go to outpatient, but if he messes up, then we'll try a different route in 2 weeks. But you got 2 weeks to show me you can do this on an outpatient basis and go back to work and maintain things.
All right, thank you.
You can do that, right?
Yes, sir. One last thing, if you need fines and costs, can I pay them now?
Well, we haven't assessed anything. So.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
June 17th, 10 o'clock.
Oh, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Atkins, case number CRB 24294, case number CRB 24295, case number CRB 24293.
What was Mr. Smith's case for preliminary hearing and pre-trial?
Excuse me. In speaking with Mr. Hill earlier today, it's my understanding there's been some difficulty locating the alleged victim on the stalking charge. I believe the state is going to subpoena her for the next hearing to see if she's still wishing to prosecute. But that does leave us with the possession charge, the F5. He is not currently in treatment. And I don't know if the state wants to continue this out and wants to go to the grand jury.
Is he willing to do treatment?
He is, Judge.
So in return for that, is the state willing to at least consider keeping it in this court if he goes to treatment?
Yes, Your Honor.
With that statement, Judge, he is willing to do treatment, just keep it in this court. How do you pick the medical services?
I didn't get it established again.
Medical court?
I lost my job because of it.
Okay. If he's lost his job, it sounds like he is eligible for a medical card, so I don't know if somebody can assist him and get a medical card to pay for services, maybe do an assessment and call it back up.
He's a West Virginia resident, right?
Yes.
So it's probably the OVP.
OVP, I was thinking.
I'm checking to see if we have a mail bed available. He's been in our program before and he done well there, so I'm sure we would be willing to take him back. As long as we have a bed.
Okay, you want to discuss that and then come back?
If we could, Judge, we can just call back up.
We'll recall it later in the
Thank you.
topic.
State of Ohio versus Amanda Thompson, case number CRA 2880, CRB 2881, CRB 2649, CRB 1962.
This is Mr. Stratton's case set for a preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. We have spoken to the prosecutor about this. We'll forfeit any, I understand the state wants us to forfeit any ownership of the brass knuckles in this case, and for that, the state will dismiss all charges.
It's a 2020 case, Your Honor. There was a misdemeanor dangerous drug charge, which at this point, I'm not sure that we have any actual proof of the contraband.
So there was a felony also, so both charges are going to dismiss the 2880 and 2881. 881 was a misdemeanor.
Yeah, there's a misdemeanor possession charge, Your Honor, and a felony concealed weapon, which is the brass knuckles.
Okay. So, I don't know if those brass knuckles are around, you got them in your desk drawer, or where you got them. They're being forfeited to the state.
Yes. Oh, we forfeit whatever ownership we have in them.
Okay. Now, and then the possession is dismissed. She has some other, got CRB 2649.
Those cases, I believe, have been resolved, Your Honor. Resolved in, they've been pled to.
Well, 1962 was a theft offense, and that has been pled to. She hasn't finished it. She's paid some, done some community service. There's still some fine costs left.
Yeah.
And community service left. Now, on 2649, see it, 2649, it's still pending. It was never resolved. And it was a theft from Walmart.
Okay.
That's August the 10th, 2020. So it was, let's see. She failed to appear at the arraignment. Got arrested September 11th. She was arraigned on that. Failed to appear at the next pretrial, October the 9th of 2020. Bench warrant. Arraigned on that bench warrant 11/2/20. Pretrial 11/6/20. Another bench warrant 11/20/20. Well, actually, it was issued December 4th, 20. That was the last activity. There's been a warrant on that outstanding since December 4th of 20.
Yes, I see a plea taken in February 22nd, 2019. That must have been on the 19 case, but nothing on the 20 case. Your Honor, we'll like to set that for a pretrial, another pretrial, and see if we can get the video. There might be an issue on the Walmart. That is Walmart theft, right?
It is a Walmart case from 20.
Okay, I don't have that file.
It's case number 2649. She had failed to appear 4 years ago, almost, on a pretrial.
Okay. That's all right. We'll just reset that for a pretrial. Unless the state wants to.
So we'll continue that.
Yes.
In the 19 case, she still has activity she owes fine and community service. When would you like to come back?
Your Honor, I know the state's probably going to have to see if they have that video from way back when. I know there was an issue with videos, and I think around that period, so there might not even be a video. So given the state, whenever the state thinks they can get a video, month maybe?
You know, it may or may not, we may or may not have a video, doesn't mean we have to dismiss the charge, we don't have a video, first of all. Also, a lot of this stuff is several years old, but it's no less, we didn't realize that she had another charge pending and other things unresolved. She owes community service to the court. We'd asked to come back in a very short period of time and, see if she's done her community service. She's been 4 years old.
Okay. Your Honor, maybe the state will look at resolving this 20 case if she completes everything she's supposed to be on the other case. Maybe.
I don't know. I have to look at the file.
All right, how about June 21st for the next hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
June 21, pretrial on all pending matters.
All pending matters, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor.
The Are we still dismissing the
I
20?
assume, I'm sure of that.
2080.
880 and 2881 are
Which
just
one were the brass knuckles on? 880?
880.
Okay, thank you.
So those are dismissed. 2649 and 1962 are set for pre-trial on June 21st.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. All right, see June 21st. Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Thomas Massey, case number CRA 24242.
That's a good probation as to what you have to do.
Okay. Right, who's that?
Huh?
Who's that?
Star's case. Preliminary hearing. Mr. Massey's at present.
Looks like a positive report, Your Honor.
Yes. Was this a case the state was willing to leave here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fairly early in that process. Come back in another month or so.
Yeah, that'd be good, Your Honor. Hang on, page, pull up my calendar here. July 1st is about a month out.
That's fine. Actually, that one's getting pretty tied up. How about the 8th?
We can do the 8th, Your Honor.
July 8th is better.
It's on Monday.
Next hearing is July the 8th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Sean A. McComas, case number CRA 242. Sean McComas.
Your Honor, when I checked earlier, Mr. McComas had not checked in. I don't know if that's changed.
This was to pay costs, so I don't know if he's paid the costs.
I checked this morning and they hadn't been paid yet.
Correct. Actually, I think he's got a bond.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask for a brief continuance on this matter, see if I can get him in here to pay the cost, since it was going to be dismissed anyway. If we could set this for the 10th or the 14th, maybe. I'm going to be gone from the 17th through the 24th. I didn't want to go out too long, but if you want to go further out due to docket size or something, that's fine too. I just wanted to ask for that.
10th should be okay.
Okay.
June 10th will be the next hearing. Finish request.
Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio recalls Nicholas Atkins, case number CRA 24294, CRB 24295, CRB 24293.
I'm sorry, he's on the phone still doing assessment. I thought it was done. We can recall it. I'm sorry.
State of Ohio versus Freddie Atkins, case number CRB 631, CRB 23-437. Ready, Atkins.
Stratus case.
This was a 90-day dismissal, Your Honor, the payment of court costs. We need a little extra time to pay costs.
There was $100 paid, but I don't think that paid at all.
That did
Paid
not.
May 6th. Yeah, I still got 135, looks like the balance. How you want to proceed, Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, I don't think we need to issue a warrant for him. I think you're asking you to just continue the hearing to another date, maybe this Friday. I'll make sure Mr. Atkinson is here.
10th on him also.
10th, yeah, 10th is fine.
June 10th at defense request. Continue.
State of Ohio versus Garrett L. Posey, case number TRG 24-242 and TRG 23-1844. Garrett Posey.
Set for sentencing today, Garrett Posey. Both cases. Mr. Posey's been called. Hasn't appeared. So there should be a warrant and a license suspension.
State of Ohio recalls Tammy Thompson, case number CRA 24334.
This was being recalled to see if there was a protection order request.
She does. So we did speak with the alleged victim, and he does want a protection order. Also, their friend, is that Jaime? Jamie. Can help with getting her stuff. And he wants his key back.
He has no contact. He has no Jenny, she's a
That'd be fine. Judge, we can do that. She's concerned was it's a friend of his, but I said if for some reason she doesn't get all stuff back, I will address with Mr. Heald. I know the court's not going to get involved in exchanging property because I know she says he has her car key, but I think all that we can get past with Jamie helping. If not, I can talk to Mr. Heald. We just need a time that I guess that can be accomplished.
Do you know how to get a hold of Jamie?
Yeah, get a hold of Jamie. Can you get a hold of Jamie?
No, I mean, that's his friend.
Well, the man's his friend. You can get a hold of her. You can or can't.
I'll try to.
Do you have her number?
Yeah, I mean,
She knows her number, Judge.
Okay. So we'll let that work its way out.
Yes.
There is a protection order then to stay away from Mr. Mann. When you want to come back to the pretrial, Mr. Smith?
Judge, anytime this month or, yeah, I heard you say the 1st of July is bad, July 8th. Really, anytime this month.
Right now,
About the 24th.
it's a felony right now, so
I
if
can
we
do
want
it.
to,
Oh, with a time waiver.
Time waiver, yes, sir. She's not in jail.
June 24th for a preliminary hearing. 10 o'clock. Defendant's agreement.
That's your next three. I don't know. I think you haven't got a copy of your file. Yeah, copy it. I'll get you. We'll talk about it. Okay. We'll talk about it. Absolutely. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, we've got Mr. Atkins after we finish the assessment. We've got a case with the attorney Drew, Jarrett Sippel. Is there anybody else that has a case? Okay, maybe we should have Mr. Atkins now.
He's here, yes.
Mr. Atkins is being recalled on 24-294, 295, and 24-293.
Assessment, okay.
Yes, so he has been accepted to OVP. We have a bed available, and we're okay with him going with his dad to get his things and then reporting to OVP by about 2 o'clock. He said, I trust him to do that.
Okay.
Judge, that we will do that and hopefully keep it in this court and see how treatment goes. And I'm available anytime in June to come back.
You want to do that June 24th?
I'm here that day anyway. Yes, sir, that'd be fine.
June 24th. For a preliminary hearing and pretrial, he's going to OVP inpatient.
And I would just remind Mr. Hill, you're going to subpoena the witness on the misdemeanor alleged victim.
Yes.
Just put a note in your file. Okay.
June 24th, 10 o'clock is the next hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So now the only thing we've got is a civil case. Is there anyone else that thinks they have a case that should have been called up? Or wasn't? Anything. So we'll take a recess, meet with volunteers, and come back at noon for civil case pretrial.
But tomorrow we'll be out there.
Oh, these are ones I'm taking.
Yes, the Jefferson this hallway place that I'm trying to get, is it completed?
It's done.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I still was in my office and I didn't have anything to